Okay, so welcome back students. So welcome to our second session altogether everyone. So everyone, may I ask you one question? So based on what you have learned so far, so on Thursday in the second session, so which subject that you will study everyone? Very good. So in the second session, okay, based on the online schedule, so you will study about Hangout 3. Good job. So everyone, teacher believe that you still remember, okay, about the lesson in the previous video. Alright everyone, so to make sure that you remember the lesson in the previous video, so teacher would like to review all of you about the lesson in the previous video. Okay, so everyone, you can look at my right hand side, okay, so which is about a review about story. So everyone, can you sum up the story for me please? So can anyone sum up the story for me? Do not open a textbook, but you what you remember, okay, what you have learned, okay, with me in the previous video. So can you sum up for me? Very good. So you can record your video of your summary, okay, what you have learned in the story, and then you can send into the group. Okay, so you have to be brave. Okay, so what you have learned so far, if you remember, so you can record, okay, the video and send into the group. Good job everyone. So teacher believe that you can do it well. Alright, so everyone, you can look at the whiteboard all together, so which is about story. Alright, and teacher would like to ask you 3 questions as well, okay, about the story that you have learned yesterday. Okay, so anyone, can you tell me, okay, so whose birthday is it? So anyone, can you tell me please? So whose birthday is it? Yes, very good. So it is Chris' birthday. Good. It is Chris' birthday, right? Good. So move on to the next question. So what present does Emma give to Chris? So the word present here, it stands for, it means that gift, right? The gift that someone give during the birthday, right? Good. So what present does Emma give to Chris? So it is about, yes, very good, it is about a snowboard helmet, right? Good. Snowboard helmet. Okay, the helmet that used to protect during playing snowboard. Good. So now let's move on to number 3. The question of number 3 is, what sport does Alec want to do? So do you still remember what sport does Alec want to do, everyone? Very good. So based on what you have learned in the story, Alec want to, yeah, Alec want to do skiing. Good. So he want to play skiing, right? Good. So anyone, and teacher believe that you enjoy the story too. Alright, this is about the funny story. Good. So now let's move your attention, okay, so you can open the textbook, okay, on page 93. Alright everyone, so you can open the textbook all together. Alright, so you can open the book on page 93 altogether. So when you open the textbook on page 93, it is about the word expand, right? So as you know that the word expand, it means that you have to explore more, okay, something that you explore more in the unit, right? Explore and you will learn at the same time in this unit, right? Good. So the explore, or we can say the word expand, okay, so it is about vocabulary, and teacher believe that you can know exactly, okay, about the vocabulary, and teacher believe that you can pronounce, okay, all those vocabulary correctly, right? So because of yesterday you listened to the listening audio already, is it right? Good. So now let's move your attention, okay, on the whiteboard please, and this is about the vocabulary that you have learned yesterday. Okay, so anyone, for today teacher will teach you about the definition, okay, of those vocabulary. Okay everyone, very good. So now let's move your attention and pay more attention to me. Okay, good. So this is about the vocabulary and this is about the definition. Okay, the definition of each vocabulary. Okay, so before teacher go deeply, okay, to match the definition of each word, so now teacher would like to read and you have to repeat after me all this vocabulary. Okay, everyone, good. So the first word you have to pronounce after me. The first one, number one, mountain biking. Again, mountain biking. Next, hiking. Again, hiking. Good. Number three, climbing trees. Climbing trees. We do not pronounce climbing. Okay, so sound here we do not have sound but in this word. Okay, so we connect from M to I. So we pronounce climbing trees. Again, climbing trees. Good. Number four, the word surfing. Again, surfing. Good. Number five, skateboarding. Again, skateboarding. Good. And how about number six, skiing. Skiing. Good. Number seven, ice skating. Ice skating. Good. And the last one, snowboarding. 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 Good. And teacher believe that you can pronounce correctly. Okay, so move on. Okay, we have to match each word to the right definitions, okay, of the letter. So we have letter A up until letter H. So you have to read and then you have to read the meaning, okay, and after that you have to match. You got it, everyone? Very good. So now let's practice reading the definition all together. Okay. A, the sport or activity of traveling down snowy slopes using snowboard. B, moving about on ice wearing ice skates. C, the sport or activity of riding on a skateboard. D, the sport of riding on wheels while standing on a narrow board called a surfboard. E, going up into a tree by hanging on to and stepping on its branches. F, the activity of going for long walks in the country for pleasure. G, the sport or activity of riding a mountain bike. H, the sport or activity of moving over snow on skis. Alright students, so this is about the meaning of each vocabulary. So now let's move on to the next step. We have to match the vocabulary to the correct definition. Okay everyone, so now are you ready? Good. So now let's start together. Number one, mountain biking. So based on what you have read, okay, a moment, so which definition that relevant to this one, everyone? Mountain biking. So yes, very good. So it goes to letter G. Okay, it goes to letter G. The sport or activity of riding a mountain bike. Alright, so have you ever gone to Girirum Resort, everyone? So when you go to the Girirum Resort or Bokko Mountain, so you know some of the visitors that go over there, they ride the mountain bike to go to the top of the mountain. Have you ever seen, everyone? Very good. So we call mountain biking by using the bicycle. Okay, but it is a kind of mountain bike. Good. So now let's move on to number 2, hiking. Hiking. So what is the definition that based on this one, everyone? So it goes to letter, yes, of course. So it goes to letter F. Okay, it goes to letter F. So the activity of going for long walks in the country for pleasure. So everyone, so this is a kind of activity of sport that when you go to the countryside, you usually do hiking. Okay, do hiking by walking. Okay, by walking as an exercise. Okay, as a sport or the kind of exercise activity. You got it, everyone? Very good. So now let's move on to number 3, climbing trees. Climbing trees. So which one, everyone? Yes, very good. It goes to letter E, going up into a tree by hanging onto and stepping on its branches. You know branches, everyone? You can imagine a tree, we have a lot of branches. Okay, so you climbing on the tree from the land to the top of the trees. Okay, everyone? Good. So now let's move on to number 4. So number 4 we call surfing. Okay, surfing. So what does it mean the word surfing, everyone? So the word surfing, it goes to letter D. Good. Okay, letter D. Okay, so the sport of riding on whales. You know whales, everyone? So when you go to the sea, you will see the whale of the sea, the whale of the water. You got it, everyone? Good. So we call whales. Okay, while standing on a narrow board called a surfboard. A narrow board. You see, a narrow board. Okay, so when you go to the sea, especially when you go to the Kampong Som, okay, so you will know exactly about the word surfing, especially refer to the foreigner. They usually like surfing, okay, on overseas. Very good, student. So now let's move on to number 5, skateboarding. Skateboarding. So what does it mean the word skateboarding, everyone? So skateboarding, it goes to letter, yes, of course, letter C. The sport or activity of riding on a skateboard. Okay, good. So move on to number 6, skiing. Skiing. So it goes to letter A, B, and A. Which one, everyone? Very good. So skiing, it goes to letter A. So the sport or activity of moving over snow on skis. So when you go to the abroad, okay, it has snow, right? It has snow, and then you ride the skiing, right? On the snow, okay, and you move down, especially the mountain. You ride the top of the mountain and go down, right? Good. So we call skiing. All right. So now let's move on to number 7, ice skating. Ice skating. So where is it, everyone? Ice skating. Yes, very good. So it goes to letter B. Moving about on ice wearing ice skates. Okay, moving about on ice wearing ice skates. So we call ice skating. Okay, the skating on a board or skateboard that you ride on the ice. Okay, that you ride on the ice. Okay, good. So now let's move on to the last one, number 8, snowboarding. 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 So it goes to letter A. Very good. So the sport or activity of traveling down snowing slope using snowboard. Okay, like I explained you earlier that snowboarding is just like the activity of sport or traveling. Okay, down, like you slope, just like when you go to the top of the mountain and then you slope down, okay, by using the snowboard. All right, so this is about the meaning of this vocabulary, everyone, and teacher believe that you can catch up well, okay, about the meaning of those vocabulary. All right, so to make sure that you can read it well, so now repeat after me again. Okay, everyone, good. All right, so number one, mountain biking. Mountain biking. 2. Hiking. Again, hiking. Good. Number 3. Climbing trees. Again, climbing trees. Number 4. Surfing. Surfing. Good. Number 5. Skateboarding. Skateboarding. Good. Number 6, skiing. Okay, skiing. Number 7, ice skating. Ice skating. Okay, the last one, snowboarding. Snowboarding. Good. So teacher believe that you can know exactly about the meaning of this vocabulary. Okay, so anyone, do you have any questions? So if you have any questions, so you can drop the question into the group. Okay, or you can personal to your teacher, so you can discuss the question, okay, with your teacher. Good, student. So this is about the end, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.